And now coming up, we'll see the American League All-Stars taking on the National League All-Stars. Kenny Rogers will be called on to pitch for the American League All-Stars in this one. His ERA was just over 3.8 last year. Brad Penny will get the ball as well for the National League All-Stars.
Brad Penny's now been around Arizona, Florida, now the Dodgers. 16 wins for the Dodgers in 2006. You never know where this guy could wind up. He's pure power, has a very good fastball. He'll throw that four-seamer that has reached 95, 96 miles an hour, has a two-seamer and a power curveball that can really buckle your knees.
Thanks, Steve. Now let's take you out for some baseball. John?
We are just moments away from the start of this year's All-Star Game.
Hello, everyone. This is John Miller along with Joe Morgan, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Joe, this one's just about ready to get started. Very quickly, the National League All-Stars, what's the key for them?
Well, I think Paul Lo Duca will be a factor in this one. He's got a nice compact swing, and he uses the entire field. He has a tendency to start off seasons on fire and wear down late in the season, so we'll keep an eye on him, but he is a really good player.
Brad Penny will be doing the pitching. Has an ERA just above 4.30. The opposition has been able to hit .279 with him on the mound this year.
Well, their chances are pretty good whenever Brad Penny toes the rubber. He was a 16-game winner in 2006 for the Dodgers, and they'd like to see more of that consistency here today.
Lo Duca setting up for the inside pitch, maybe even a little bit off the plate.
Here's a swing and a ball lined softly down the line and right.
And that goes through a base hit. He stops at first with the single. Now the batting order for the American League.
David Ortiz
is hitting third in the order. One man on, nobody out. Here it comes.
And the pitch out, but nothing doing that time. Lo Duca
wants this ball clearly down and up.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center.
It falls and in there. Base hit.
Well, when the first two hitters reach base, either you're not throwing well, you're having some bad luck, or the guys are just swinging the bats well today. I'll let the fans decide which way we can go on that.
Here's a quick look at the National League All-Stars in the field.
Nobody out. Runners on first and third.
Oh, and he missed that one by a mile. 0-1. Lo Duca
wants something very high in the zone, maybe even out of the zone. He kicks.
There's a swing and a rocket toward short.
That one gets through and for a base hit. So he's got the single and an RBI there. A-Rod, the 2005 American League MVP after a spectacular season, which was his second year in Yankee pinstripes. No one out and runners at first and second.
Fastball in there, and it's 0-1. Lo Duca
gives him the target down and away from the hitter. And they picked him off. And they got him rather easily, too. He made a dive, but it was much, much too late. The pitch. They're going to appeal that and see if he really did check his swing in time. No swing there. They thought they had him, and I thought pops him up.
Penny is there, and he puts this one away.
Guerrero just seems to get it done one way or the other, whether he's hurt, he gets off to a slow start, as he had 200 hits, 33 homers, 116 batted in.
Swing and a ground ball to third.
Wright picks it up.
He'll throw on to first, and the side is retired. The American League All-Stars pick up one on 3 hits, and they strand a man on base. Now we go to the last of the first. The American League's on top, 1-0.
Well, we'll have the veteran Kenny Rogers on the mound in this one. This guy doesn't seem like he's slowing down, and we're talking about someone who came up to the majors in the 80s. He's not going to dominate you with any one pitch, but he knows how to win ball games. And he's got one of the best gloves defensively in the league.
On the way.
Shot toward the hole. Ortiz. He is out at first. Nice play by the pitcher getting over.
Nice play.
Here's the lineup for the National League.
Albert Pujols
is in the number 3 spot in the batting order. Base is empty. 1 out.
First pitch to him.
Some guys like swinging at the low pitch. Whether or not he thought he could hit that one is irrelevant, though, now.
He delivers.
That's a strike. Beltran's going to have to take a much more defensive stance here rather than looking to launch one over the wall. Swung on and grounded towards the hole. Ortiz. And he steps on first, and that's out number 2.
I like the nice execution here by the first baseman, and he gets the force out.
Now a look at the umpiring alignment for today's game.
This is a great bunch of officials, John. Top notch.
Base is empty. 2 down here.
First pitch, here it comes. Watches a changeup go by for strike 1. Rodriguez
Calls for it to be to the outside.
Now here's the ball grounded towards the hole.
Loretta
From his knees. Got him. What a play. 3 up, 3 down this happening. After 1, the American League leads 1-0.
The numbers 6, 7, 8 hitters are coming up.
Vernon Wells.
Up second in the inning, and he's going to be awfully tough to deal with.
Man, that's what you call popping the mitt. Right on the outside corner. Down and away.
Pitch on the way.
Outside. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A shot up the middle. The dive, and what a spectacular play.
Man, he didn't have to move too much to get that one. That's a good thing, but that one just drilled at him.
Yeah, it was an atom ball. I think it caught the infielder more than he caught in.
Yeah.
Base is empty with 1 out. Brad Penny kicks, delivers.
Slider just misses. 1 ball, no strikes.
Now Penny with the 1-0 delivery.
Hit in the air to left center. Soriano glides over and makes the catch for the out.
He gets good wood on this one, but it hangs up long enough for the left fielder to get there without much trouble.
Loretta was an all-star in 2006. That was his first year with the Boston Red Sox.
He's a very good hitter, John. Well, the toughest pitch in baseball to hit is the fastball that's up. But sometimes you're able to lay off of it.
The 1-0 pitch on the way. And here's a fly ball to straightaway left. Soriano puts it away, and the side is retired. And they go down in short order. On now to the last half of the second.
The American League is out in front.
1-0.
The heart of the order.
This could be trouble back behind second.
He throws to first.
In time for the out.
That shortstop's right there to glove it, and then fires to first base for the out.
1 out, none on. He deals.
Sinker just misses. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0 delivery.
Well, you can't handle a fastball up and away. Might as well wait for something better.
Rodriguez
Sets up on the outside part of the plate.
now the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball hit in the air deep down the line and right.
And a pretty good play by a fan right there, Joe.
Well, everyone has played baseball at one time or another.
The 1-2 pitch coming.
Swing and a grounder to first. Ortiz, and he steps on first, and that's out number 2.
Great job here by the first baseman with the force out. That's a nice, simple defensive play.
David Wright getting better and better, and he's hitting homers, he's driving in runs, and still one of the most likable guys around. Wright and Reyes with the Mets, that's a great partnership, maybe around together for a long time.
They both have the right stuff.
The 1-0 pitch on the way. Swung on and hit in the air to right center. Ichiro is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. And they're gone in short order here. We'll go to the top of inning number 3. The American League leads it 1-0.
The numbers 9, 1, and 2 spots due up next.
Ichiro,
A feared hitter, he's due up second in the next inning.
In order to be effective, this pitch has to be down in the zone, not up there.
now the 1-0 pitch. The 1-0 pitch, a fastball, swung on and missed. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch on the way.
Here's the pitch.
There's a swing and a ground ball.
And it's through. That's a base hit. So he's there at first, and nobody out.
Ichiro will be the batter. Base hit his last time up.
Runner at first.
Sinker just misses. Ball 1. Loduca.
Calls for one on the outside and up.
Now he sets. Here's the swing and a sinking liner to left.
That should be a base hit.
I like the game plan here. It's working for them. They started this inning now with 2 base hits, and all they need to do is get another base hit and bring them home. John, he's just got to make some solid pitches here. Don't worry about the guy on second base because he's not a threat to steal.
Starts him off with one at the knees for a strike.
He throws. A liner towards the hole.
And that's into right field for a base hit.
I don't think there's any pitcher in baseball that doesn't have his confidence level drop when he's given up 3 straight base hits. This is a tough situation here.
Nobody out, and the bases are drunk. Here's the pitch. Double play ball hit to short. Renteria. 1. And he'll hold on to that one. He decides not to go for the double play. Maybe thought it was a little too risky.
He decides to come home with it that time, and they get the force out at the plate.
The bases are loaded here with 1 out.
Sinker drops. sinker, swung on and missed, and that's out number 2.
That was a fantastic sequence of 3 pitches for the strikeout. You can't argue with that.
Soriano will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far.
Runner on second, 2 down.
Here's a spin and a throw behind the runner. A dive, but he's back in easily.
John, with all the speed they've got at second base right now, I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to steal third base.
The pitch.
Swing and a fly ball down the left field line.
It's fouled away.
There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left center field. And that gets through for a base hit. He's going to throw home. Not in time. He scores. So that's the RBI single to put a run on the board. Beltran
Comes in now. He's a switch hitter batting from the right side.
Here we go, John. A lot of speed at first base. Let's see how they deal with him to keep him from stealing the base.
starts him out with a big curveball for a called strike. Quick throw to first, and he's back easily, but he made a dive just to make sure. There he goes for second. And he is out, trying to take second. The National League All-Stars pick up a run on one hit and nobody left on. We're through three here at the ballpark.
The American League is leading
2-1.
the 6-7.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. Bay is there and he gloves it for the out.
Good range, running to his right to put this one away.
Wells will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far.
Nobody on base with one out.
First pitch, here it comes. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Loduca
Wants this next one to be high and outside, or at least on the outside corner.
strike 2, so no balls, 2 strikes, and Wells will have to be very protective.
Pitch on the way. Hit in the air.
Beltran is in his tracks as he puts this one away.
That's about as easy as it gets for a center fielder.
Base is empty, 2 down.
First pitch to him.
Pops him up and way up there.
Pujols is right there, and he will put it away to retire the side. Nothing doing here this happening. We go to the last of the 4th. The American Leaguers lead it 2-1.
And the 2, 3, 4 spots will be coming up next.
Carlos Beltran
Will be leading it off, and they're going to have to deal with him somehow.
Here's the 1-0 delivery.
There's a drive out into left center field and deep. Still going.
And that will be off the green monster out there in left.
And he makes it into second base safely.
I like his swing on that double. This is how you get things started for a good inning. Now with no outs, he's in scoring position.
Nobody out, the runner at second. He checked his swing, but they're going to appeal that call. No swing, says the first base umpire. So he did apparently manage to hold up just in time.
Now here's the ball grounded towards the hole. Ortiz.
He is out at first. Nice play by the pitcher getting over.
Well, that's where spring training helps you. PFP, pitcher's fielding practice. He does his job here, gets the ball on the ground to the right side, and the runner moves over to third with one out.
Jason Bay
Up there now. Last year, he hit a total of 35 home runs. The man on third with one out. He delivers.
First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
Here's the pitch. That strike makes it 0-2. And here's where Bay has to get very protective of the strike zone. Rodriguez calling for that one down in the strike zone.
That one is swung on and hit softly on a line to left.
Makes its way through for a base hit. And he has singled home a run here.
Well, they bounced right back and tied this baby up.
So we're right back where we began, and we might be looking at some up and down, back and forth action all day.
Well, keep your eyes on the horizon, John. I don't want you to get seasick.
One out, man on first.
First pitch on the way. Fastball just misses. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, the crowd is backing up here. Let's see if we...
That swung on at a high fly ball to right. Ichiro is right there, and he puts it away.
He gets too far underneath this thing, and he lost a routine fly to right for the out.
Right will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far.
You got to be careful if you're pitching here, John. He's got some pretty good wheels over at first base, and he isn't afraid to swipe a base in this situation. From a pitcher's perspective, this is a perfect pitch. He keeps that one down and away, and he had good speed on it.
Now a throw over.
The pitch. Right takes the ball. Now the count is even. Rodriguez keeps his target down, but also away this time.
Now he's set. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Well, he made him swing and look like a little leaguer on that one.
The 1-2 pitch. And right, unable to make contact, swinging and missing, strike 3.
First pitch to him. Swings and misses at the sinker. 0-1. Loduca
Sets his target for the high outside pitch, trying to put him away here.
Toughest spot for a hitter. 0-2. The pitcher has a lot of pitches he can play with.
swing and a miss on the curveball. 1 down.
We just got to see a fantastic strikeout, John. 3 great pitches, and he sits him down. You'll see this one going up and away. As a hitter, that pitch looks easy to make contact with, but it can be deceiving at times.
Joe, he goes down swinging here, and you can bet that his confidence went down a little bit right with it. 1 out, nobody on. He throws.
And the sinker's in there. No balls and a strike.
He kicks. He throws.
Swung on and grounded towards the hole.
Renteria fields.
On to first for out number 2.
The shortstop makes a nice play here, and they get the force out at first.
2 outs, nobody on.
First pitch, here it comes.
One of the toughest things to do is hit a hanging inside curveball, and he couldn't handle that one.
Loduca
Sets up for this one low and away.
and a ball to Jeter to even up the count. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Swings and hits this one in the air down the right field line.
That one goes foul. 1-2 the count. Penny pitches.
He lays off that sinker. Now it's 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch.
Swung on. That ball is hit pretty well out there into deep left center field. Gone! A home run! The solo home run, one swing of the bat, breaks the tie ball game. That is a big home run in the clutch to give his team the lead.
Turnbow
Is up and throwing down there in the bullpen, getting ready.
And they should have somebody down there, John, because I think the pitcher's getting a little fatigued.
Two outs, nobody on. And he delivers.
He watches the curve in there for a called strike.
One strike to count. Brad Penny comes in with it.
Watches that one, and it's called a strike. 0-2. Loduca
Wants this ball down and away, and the pitcher's got to hit his spot. If he leaves it out over the plate, that guy's going to get his arms extended. It's going to be bad.
fastball bounces to the plate this time.
Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way.
Here's a swing, and the ball popped up foul down the left field line. Curveball. Ooh, where'd that miss? 2-2. 2-2 pitch on the way. He swings and it's a fly ball to right field. Bay has got it, and the side is retired. The AL All-Stars get a run on the homer and take the lead. We go to the last of the fifth.
The American League is out in front.
3-2. A swing, and the ball lined softly towards the hole. Not a bad swing, but not enough oomph behind it, and he is retired. Loduca will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far.
Base is empty. 1 out. On the way. Ground ball to second. Loretta
Throws to first, and he's retired for out number 2. Penny will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far.
Base is empty. 2 down here.
And he offers it to Slurve and misses. 0-1.
He deals.
Swung on and popped way up there to shallow right. Loretta is there, and he puts it away for out number 3. And they're gone in short order here. We've played 5 full.
The American League is leading
3-2.
And if you happen to just be joining in, I'm John Miller along with Joe Morgan, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. The middle of the order, the 4, 5, 6 spots coming up next.
Alex Rodriguez.
Coming to the plate next, and he always guarantees a lot of trouble at the plate. Now Penny with the 1-0 delivery.
The sinker will not sink if it's thrown up and away. You got to get the sinker down in order for it to be effective.
Loduca sets up shop on the inside part of the plate now.
And this is hit in the air to straightaway left. Soriano is there, and he puts it away.
Sometimes you outthink yourself out there. They had the outfield playing deep, so he has a long way to go to get in and grab this one.
And time is called for a meeting here, and this may just be to buy a little time for the bullpen to get ready.
It's time when everybody in the bullpen gets up, shakes off the dust. And you'll never know how long he's going to stay with this pitcher now.
Guerrero will stand in. He's 0 for 2 thus far.
Base is empty with 1 out. Here's the pitch.
He chased one that time, and it's 0-1.
One strike to count. Brad Penny comes in with it.
Here's a swing and a fly ball. Beltran is right there, and he hauls it in.
He just gets him to swing underneath this thing and lofts an easy fly to center. Good pitch.
Two outs, nobody on.
First pitch to him.
Nice try. Good spot to miss with. Try to stay away if you can.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Renteria has got it, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, nobody left. On to the bottom of the 6th. The American League leads 3-2.
The top of the order is due up next.
Alfonso Soriano
Is due up next, and you always have to be careful with him.
With 2 strikes, you throw the power fastball upstairs, you'll get the hitter to chase it a lot of times, but he laid off.
The 1-0 pitch on the way.
Soriano with a swing and a miss to even the counter.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Change up just off the corner, and it's 2-1. Rodriguez
Wants him to get this ball low and on the inside.
and Soriano takes this one
To a count of 3 balls and 1 strike. And he's a very dangerous hitter, so they'll have to tread softly.
The 3-1 pitch on the way.
Well, that's ball 4 to Soriano, a guy who could hurt you with the long ball, but he can also hurt you on the bases as well, Joe.
Well, you're right, John. He's one of 4 guys to have a 40 home runs, 40 stolen base season, and this guy might take off anytime.
He kicks, he throws.
Changeup just misses. 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. The 1-0 pitch is a fastball that runs outside. 2-0. Now he sets. Here's the 2-0 pitch. He got his 2-0 fastball and he missed it. 2-1. They throw over to first. And he's out. He made the dive, but could not get back to the bag in time. Nice work by the pitcher. He nailed him at first.
The extra step or two of the lead cost him that time. He got a little too far.
This one swung on and hit on a line. Base hit out into right field.
When you get on with one out, you're looking for that extra base hit to drive you home from first base.
Papelbon getting himself ready down in the bullpen.
John, you've got a right-handed hitter waiting on deck, so I think they might be waiting until he comes up before making the call to the bullpen.
Runner at first, one down.
Well, he tried to make a perfect pitch, but he misses down and away.
He's running towards second. And he is safe at second.
Johnny dives into second, and he beats the throw. Now he's in scoring position. I'd say that's a pretty good play.
Well, the argument would not be forthcoming for the manager either. It's always a good play if the guy makes it.
Well, you're right. Let's see if they can get him home now. Well, the fans are giving him a huge ovation. Time to rally back and tie this one up. And it's going to be conference time on the mound, John. It's time when everybody in the bullpen gets up, shakes off the dust. But you'll never know how long he's going to stay with this pitcher now.
Bay will be the batter. Singled home a run his last time.
John, I'm looking out at second right now, and I'm seeing a guy who's itching to steal a base. If I'm the manager, I recognize that and give him the green light.
Changeup just misses. 1-0. Now he sets. Here's the 1-0 pitch.
I like the way he's changing speeds. He's moving the ball in and out, but this one is down and away.
Rodriguez
Shows him he wants the ball down and away from this hitter.
and dives back safely. Here's the 2-0 pitch.
Ball 3, so it's 3-0 to the very dangerous and powerful Jason Bay.
Now he's set. Here's the 3-0 pitch.
And when you get a pitch like that, you're really mad you have to take sign on.
He sets, and here's the 3. There's a swing and a liner towards first.
And he hits the ball foul. Here's Bay with a 3-2 count.
Here's a swing, and he pops it up.
And that one threads the needle. A seeing-eye base hit. Over to second for 1. Oh, man. It's through the wrong base. Papelbon will be coming into the game to take over the mound duties.
Well, John, I think I would have let that starter go a little longer, but as they say, better safe than sorry. Let's see if the pen can continue where he left off.
2 men on, 2 men out.
First pitch on the way. Slider just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Rodriguez
Calling for this next one to be down in the strike zone.
ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and lined softly to the right side.
That should be a base hit. So he drives home the run on a base hit.
Renteria
Has shown a real tendency to go to the opposite field, Joe. They might want to move the fielders over in that direction a little bit against him.
Well, John, they could do that or try backing him off the plate with a few pitches inside. There's a lot of ways this pitcher can use his tendency to go the other way against this hitter.
and time is called, so we'll see if they want to make a move right here or maybe just want to buy a little extra time for the bullpen.
I'm not sure if they're going to switch pitchers here. We'll just have to wait and see what they decide.
So here we go, Joe. A big moment. Pitcher, batter,
They're the only two guys who are important at this moment.
Well, and we're going to find out who's the best in this situation.
And he has to dive, but he's back in time.
2 men on, 2 men out. Here it comes.
Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
He delivers.
Now he's throwing the fastball down. He may want to go upstairs with the fastball.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Swung on and lined softly to short.
Now over to first.
The throw's there, and he is out. The National League All-Stars pick up a run on 2 hits, and they've left a couple of men on base. On to the 7th inning we go, and this game is tied.
It's the bottom 3 of the batting order coming up.
Vernon Wells
will try and cause some trouble leading off in the next inning.
With 2 strikes, you have to be more aggressive now.
Loduca
Sets his target low and on the outside.
swung on, bounced weakly to second. Utley gets there, and his throw is in time for the first out of the inning.
That was a nice put out there, John, and he gets the easy force at first base.
Loretta will stand in. He's 0 for 2 thus far.
One out, none on. The pitch.
First pitch is a cutter. Looked at. It's 0-1.
Here's the pitch. Strike 2, and Loretta, an excellent 2-strike hitter, will have to prove it right now.
And he misses low off the outside corner. 1-2.
Ball and 2 strikes, flash. Oh, and he makes the catch. More in defense there than anything else, but nicely done. Two outs, nobody on.
First pitch to him.
A check swing, but they're going to appeal that call. That's a swing, says the umpire. And now he'll have to.
Swinging a soft liner to the right side. Utley is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. And they go quietly this avenue.
And the 7th-inning stretch here in Boston.
And we are all tied up.
It's the last third of the batting order coming up.
Chase Utley
will be leading it off, and they're going to have to deal with him somehow.
First pitch, here it comes. Just missed with the fastball. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That swung on and lined towards the gap in left center. Guerrero is over, and he makes the catch for the out. Loduca will stand in. He's 0 for 2 thus far.
1 out, nobody on. Applebaum ready. He kicks, he throws.
First pitch fastball misses badly. Ball 1. Rodriguez
places his target on the outside edge. Hit of the ground over to shortstop.
Rodriguez, his throw, not in time. That'll be an infield single.
Gordon now steps to the plate, and this is his first trip to the plate in the game. With one out, there's a runner at first. Rodriguez wants him to get that ball right there in the outside corner at the knees. He throws. Here's a throw over to first, and he dives back safely. Now he's set. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fastball in the dirt. Good block by the catcher. Two and one the count. And he squares around and gets down the bunt. Papelbon to second for one. And that's two. A double play. So no runs, one hit, and nobody left. We'll move ahead to the 8th, and we're all tied. It'll be the leadoff man trying to get things going here. Ichiro will be the first man up.
That pitch was up and in. It got the inside corner, but I don't think the batter saw it that way.
Loduca gives him the target on the outside part of the plate and down around the knees, if not lower. He started to go around in that one, but it's in there. Quickly, it's 0-2. And ruled a swing by the umpire, who said he went around on that one.
One of the problems with the curveball is if you do not get enough rotation on it, it will not break sharply and it'll hang.
A 1-2 pitch coming. And Ichiro takes a ball to even up the count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And a ground ball. Renteria. And he throws on to first for the out. 1-0.
That was a nice throw by the shortstop. He wings it over to first to get the hitter out.
Turnbow is going to be the new pitcher. And against him, the opposition has hit .255 for the year.
And here's where this game starts becoming a chess match. Let's see if this reliever can slam the door.
Nobody on base with one out.
First pitch on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Loduca keeps his target down, but also away this time. He delivers.
Swing and a high bouncer to second. Turnbow. And he throws to first in time for out number 2. Ortiz will come to bat now. He's 1 for 3 in the game.
Base is empty, 2 down.
And this one's grounded to second. Utley. Oh, and he throws wildly. But he stays with it and gets the out. Nice recovery. No runs, no hits, and no one left on. Here comes the National League in the home half of the 8th. And we are all tied up.
And the top of the order is coming up.
Alfonso Soriano,
the most feared hitter in the lineup, set to lead it off.
First pitch to him.
That was a four-seam fastball, John, but it went right down the middle of the plate. You're in trouble with most hitters when you throw it there.
Rodriguez
sets up for this one on the inside and up. This ball is hammered to left field. If it's fair, it's gone.
And that will be off the green monster out there in left.
Safe at second. They couldn't make the play. And he ends up at second. That's a stand-up double. There's a runner at second. No outs yet.
They throw behind the runner at second. A dive, but he's back in easily.
Better watch the runner on second, John. He's got the speed, so if he gets a pretty good jump, he might take off.
First pitch on the way.
Well, he took that pitch. He might have thought it was going to be outside.
Rodriguez
sets up for this one low and away.
And he's back easily, but he made a dive just to make sure.
0-1 the count. And the pitch from Papelbon.
Rodriguez.
There's his target on the outside corner, and he wants it up. He wants it up in the zone.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Here it is. He takes it right down the middle for a strike. 1-2. Papelbon's 1-2 pitch on the way. And this is hit in the air, foul down the left field line.
He throws.
Swung on, hit softly towards the hole. Ortiz.
He is out at first. Nice play by the pitcher getting over.
Nice play. He does his job here, gets the ball on the ground to the right side, and the runner moves over to third with 1 out.
Pujols will step in. He drew a walk his last time.
Only 1 out, a runner on third.
Well, you certainly cannot argue with the notion that Albert Pujols are just too dangerous to pitch to. They're going to walk him intentionally.
Well, John, I don't think there's any doubt. He is the best all-around hitter in the game today. And in clutch situations, you stay away from him. He's hit a lot of big home runs lately.
Now a throw over. They try to keep him close, but he's back in there safely.
2 men on, 1 man out.
A throw back to the bag, but he's back in time. First pitch, here it comes. Here's a swing and a high fly ball hit pretty deep. This should be more than enough to get that run in from third.
A moment ago we had a tie ball game, but suddenly the 3-run homer, and now they've got the lead.
Bay has been a great run producer today and has earned a progressive power performer recognition for the game he's had.
Yeah, that's a good day at the office for this guy. He really came through with a productive bat today.
The American League All-Stars are getting 2 guys ready down in their bullpen.
I don't know what the rush is because you've got a guy on the mound who's still relatively fresh. Even if he gets into trouble, I think you still have to give him a chance to work through it.
Renteria will step in. RBI single his last time.
1 out, nobody on. And he delivers.
First pitch is a fastball in there for a strike.
He kicks, he throws.
Renteria lays off. That evens the count. One ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Now here's the ball grounded towards the hole. Ortiz, and he steps on first, and that's out number 2.
I like the nice execution here by the first baseman, and he gets the force out.
Two outs, nobody on.
First pitch to him. Fastball in there for a called strike. Here's a swing and a drive. Deep center. Wells makes the catch, and that ends the inning. The National League All-Stars break through with 3 runs here and open up a 3-run lead. 8 innings are in the books. It's on to the 9th. The National League leads it 6-3.
The big hitters, power hitters, the middle of the batting order coming up.
Alex Rodriguez
Will be coming up in the next inning, and they'll have to deal with him somehow.
One thing you're always trying to do as a pitcher is mix your speed and your location. So with that in mind, he might bring this one inside.
Well, he tried to make a perfect pitch, but he misses down and away.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit sharply towards the hole. And what a catch. A spectacular play.
This is why I never really liked playing third base. This ball almost takes his hand off.
Right.
Guerrero will step in. He's 0 for 3 up to this point.
Base is empty with 1 out. He delivers.
That one is lofted in the air. Gone! A home run!
Vlad is one of the best hitters in the league today. It's not every day you see someone with as much power as this guy.
Rodriguez will step in. He's 0 for 3 up to this point.
1 out, none on.
And that's high and outside for ball 1. Hoffman delivers a 1-0 pitch. Swing and a high chopper towards the hole. Loduca on to first. 2 down.
You youngsters at home, this is how you fill your position if you're a catcher. Nice play.
Wells will step in. He's 0 for 3 up to this point.
Base is empty, 2 down here. And here's Trevor Hoffman's first pitch.
Slider just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0 pitch. This one's hit high in the air to shallow right. Utley is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over. The National League All-Stars
Come out victorious here, Joe. And these fans are going to head home happy. The home team gave them the happy ending.
Well, they should be happy, John. Not only did they win the ball game, but they played well. And in the end, they wore their opponents down, so the home team goes away happy.
Jason Bay
Was one of the many heroes of this ball game at the plate. And we feel he is most deserving of our 2K Sports Player of the Game.
Jason Bay proved too much to handle for these guys today. He was driving the ball all over the ballpark, and it was an easy call to call him Player of the Game.
And that about wraps things up. Now, for Joe Morgan and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is John Miller wishing you and yours a great rest of the day.